So freshwater mussels, right? You might have heard about them. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you just thought that they were fun to eat. Australia has some of the weirdest species, but someone has to understand exactly where they all are and how they function. So come along with me in beautiful Australia to find out exactly where the freshwater mussel is. Oh yeah, substrate is much more gooey here. You see that? Might make some people cringe that. Don't judge my skills. They're very rusty. Now it's been raining a fair bit, so I need to find something quite dry. So I need to find something that's under something maybe. Let me have a look. Oh, they do smell good though. Everything is damp, so we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go, because it's, I don't know if you can tell, really fucking windy, but everything's really wet. So we'll see. I believe in you, fire! The wind is assisting me. I wonder how bushfires start. Oh, that looks like a good little fire. I'm gonna get something that's a little bit bigger though now. Now the wood that I'm using to make a fire here is red gum. And red gum is native to Australia, but it's a really cool wood. I think you know why it's called red gum. But when I put it on the fire, it burns. Shocking. But it smells really, really nice. And most importantly, it's where it grows. It grows in such a really strange area. It grows typically, you can find it in like the floodplains and along rivers of Australia. That's because it has really deep roots that go down into the soil. Now red gum is such a really cool tree and timber. That was all of the railway sleepers that were used in Australia. So you commonly see people now in their gardens that have railway sleepers along the front, like holding their gardens together, and they're made out of redwood. And redwood is pretty important because it's pretty termite resistant and it's extremely hard and good for like heavy construction and that kind of stuff. Nothing quite makes the fire much more pathetic than this pink lighter. Now you may be thinking, well, didn't you just light a fire? Why aren't you cooking on that? Well, fuck you. I'm cooking snags, and I don't really want to put a snag on a stick. I just want it on the barbie, and I want it with bread. And it's going to be yummy. Snag time. Beautiful. So I forgot to put the grease trap down, currently using a stick. I'm like, where did the grease trap go? Yeah, I may have left it in the barbecue. That's all right. Just what I needed after all the shit field work today. Some snags and a fire. Fire's gone out. Time to crawl into bed. Good night. All right, time to go. Can't wait to go into a swamp. Shit weather again today, as always. Kookaburras. They're laughing at me. Well, I wonder if there's mussels here. I don't even know if some of these are dead. I think these actually might be live still. And these guys are just waiting for the water to return. So this guy, because I can feel the weight in him. Oh. Okay, well this one might not be alive. He does have a plant growing out the side of him. So these guys are just going to sit here and just pray that the water is going to come all the way up and inundate them again. These guys can just sit out here for about a year. Normally though, you know, I know this one isn't live really because it's above the surface. The mussels will wait down in the substrate for about a year maximum for the water to come through. And if the water doesn't come through, well, we see what happens to the ones that don't get their water. It is such a windy shit day and it's freezing cold. This fieldwork trip, I haven't had 1 ounce of good weather. The first day, it was 1,000,000 degrees. The next day, it pissed down rain. The next day, it then pissed down rain again. And now, it's windy and cold as shit. Why can't I just have a regular day? Right, now that our sample is done, we have our filter, and then this goes off to the lab. And that's done, eDNA is done. Just going out until I'm about 30 centimeters deep. Put my probe down. And normally I would do a aquatic plant assessment. I don't know if it's maybe just me, but there is no aquatic plants anywhere at all. Probably in this entire lake. So this might be quicker than I thought. No coarse woody debris, no aquatic plants, and I'm going to get a substrate sample. So effectively, just reaching down into the goo and seeing what I find. And the substrate is strange. It's fine, like kind of clay and sandy. Temperature 17.23 degrees, DO milligrams a litre, 6.23. It's also like I'm walking blind because there's logs and stuff down at my feet, but I can't see them until I kick them and fall over. So I try to get to 50 meters or maximum depth. Maximum depth in my case is about 1 meter because then I start to drown. Say goodbye, Mr. Probe. Have fun down there. I don't know if it's obvious, but there's no fucking aquatic plants out here. And the substrate, I have a really, because I can't actually reach that deep without getting absolutely soaked. Very professional way of determining what the substrate is. You ready? You might be shocked. Yummy. Substrate is fine. No coarse woody debris, no algae, no plants. Effectively, I just have to yell 50 meters that way to the person recording stuff down. And then I just walk back. All the way back. And repeat this another 4 times. I've also got a bee sitting on the end of the GoPro right now. A lot of the time they come to get a drink and then just fall in and die. Mr. B lives for now. And just like that, science. It's as easy as that. Don't let anyone say anything different. Science is extremely easy always. It is really, really wet, and this is what the road looks like now. And You can see this is me turning the steering wheel. Steering wheel do nothing. The road is absolutely cooked from all this disgusting rain. Like, it's supposed to be a dry country right now. We're supposed to be entering summer. Why is it pissing down? Well, we decided to go into a site with full knowledge that it looked shit, and we did anyway. And the decision, it was almost game over for us. It's terrible. I couldn't believe how bad it was. We almost didn't make it. Oh. I saw all these like wooden posts thinking this was a car park. Oh God, it was not a car park. Well, I guess some good came out of coming to this area. So I found a mussel shell. It's not exactly where I would say a freshwater mussel belongs, in this little bit of bush, but it's near enough to the water. I guess it counts. How did someone's styrofoam box get out here? Out of all places. Oh. You'd want to think that the water's around here somewhere. I see it. I see the water. You see water under me? We're looking for water in front of us. Found some water. That little red pocket and the stuff up there. Oh. He's trying his hardest. It's very windy, I know. Poor bird. He's not really getting anywhere, but... It's a giant tumbleweed. Like a massive one. Look at it. Look at the size of it. Be free. Free! I said you're free. Now it just looks like a bush. To me, this looks like a beautiful wetland. Alright, we are here. And obviously, I'm not going to take a turbidity sample from the cloudy shit that I've just brought up. I'm going to reach over into the clear area. Now, what's so amazing about this area as well is because the aquatic plants are just so abundant here. The dissolved oxygen is more than 100% because the plants are currently producing oxygen. It's a bit of a shit metric, but I'm at 185% dissolved oxygen. DO percent is 187.9. DO milligrams a litre is 17.23. SPC is 888. And pH is 10.28. Oh, this is a basic ass area, and I don't mean that in the rude way. Oh, mate. God, I may as well be fucking bleaching here. I don't want to sit in here anymore. Pretty simple. Here's the plant. It has two phases to it. It has an emergent phase, which is this little red bit, and a submerged phase, which is this green fluffy bit. Look familiar to you? Because it does to me. So this is redwater milfoil. Lovely. Now to give you an idea exactly how much oxygen that these plants can produce, if we look at some of these plants right here, like these ones for example, and I push them underwater, you can see the oxygen they're withholding right now. See those like white caskets around them? So if I put it under and I shake it a bit, you can see actually the oxygen bubbles coming off of them. Aquatic plants are an extremely important part of our ecosystem. They aerate the waterways, they provide structure, they provide food sources, and importantly they provide breeding areas for birds and fish and frogs and basically everything. They're really important, but people kind of overlook them because they're just a wet plant. And the substrate is... Oh yeah, I can still kneel down. That's nice. Real nice. And all my variables are still changing. That's because I've just kneeled down and put shit everywhere. Now I've got to do the magic move and grab a substrate sample without getting my arms wet. Ooh yeah, substrate is much more gooey here. You see that? Might make some people cringe that. Definitely reaching into the goo never gets any easier. I'm thinking. I don't do a lot of that, but sometimes it happens. The old noggin works. No algae. Temperature 18.07. DO percent 146.7. DO milligrams a litre 13.82. And pH 9.93. It's like one whole pH value less out here. And our pH is not a linear scale. It's kind of like a curve. Ooh. No hitchhikers, thanks. Oh, and just like that. Now, if you enjoy me walking through wetlands like this and having a look at all the cool insects and fish and plants and anything that wants to nibble my toes, then maybe subscribe and stick around, because I got a whole PhD worth of this shit to do.